We are back again, and Jamie, do you want to tell them what we're talking about?
So we're back to spilling the tea with the Jaime Peltonen Group. And today's tea talk is going to be dun 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 first time home buyers. So, how do we help our first time home buyers or even first time sellers? If you haven't been through the regimen before, there's definitely steps that you need to take. And why do people tell you to wait? Wait for what? Wait for the sky to fall, wait for interest rates to drop, wait for more homes to be on the market. Why do you want to wait? What does waiting do?
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Delaney. So I think the first question we want to go over, or I hear a lot from buyers, is that they think they need to wait because they need a bigger down payment in order to be able to purchase a home. So, Jamie, do you want to explain why the misconception of having like 20% in order to purchase a home is actually not as like unrealistic as they think?
20% down is very unheard of. There are definitely situations, mobile homes usually fall into that 20% down situation, but we have so many different avenues that we can find you the right lending tool to get you to. There's programs that are 0% down. So definitely don't wait. That's your tea's going to get cold if it waits. That's crazy. So, Delaney, my question to you is with your first time home buyer, what do you think your first time home buyer, what are they interested in? What are they looking at? What do they want in a home?
So we are looking at what they can afford and how do they know what they can afford. We do a pre-approval first. That is your first step. That kind of tells you what you can afford based on everything and gives us an idea. That way we know what we are looking for you.
One of the worst things is when someone thinks they can afford a house here and that's what their expectations are, but then their budget's here and when we start looking at their that home budget, it's no bueno. Okay, Tobias, why would someone use us, the Jaime Peltonen Group, for first time home buyers?
That is a great question, Jamie.
Well, thank you.
So, as a team, we are the Jamie Peltonen Group, and you should definitely call us. But to get back to it, the reason why you'd want to use us as the Jamie Peltonen Group is we have three big things we do: is active communication, prioritization, and our networking. The reason why I say networking, because as a buyer, you don't want agents who just work with one lender because there's a little bit biased towards them. But we actively network to find you the best lenders, the best inspectors, title companies, things like that are going to help you in your situation of buying. So that's our big thing and why you'd want to work with the Jamie Peltonen Group.
Thank you very much. Okay, so the next question is going to go to Miss Delaney. So now we've called the Jaime Peltonen Group. We got our pre approval. We know what we want to look for. We love all the cutesy home stuff. So now, when you take us to a home, what are we looking for? What are the important key factors?
So the first thing is when you pull up to a house, you want to look at the roof, see the condition of it, see if it needs work. And then when you go inside, there's some more key things you'll look at. The condition of the house in general, if it has good bones, that's what matters. The furnace, the condition of the big things that may need replaced. You're not going to want to do that as a first-time home buyer right away.
Yeah, the affordability of those things, paint's easy, flooring's easy, windows, roofs, furnaces, those are all your big key items. So you definitely want to watch those things. Everything else you can personalize. The other things are going to be a little bit costly. So that's a great tip.
And Jamie, a question for you. When we find the perfect home, what is the next step? What do we do?
Oh, this is my favorite part. So we found the cutest place. We know where our budget's at because we got our pre approval. We know where we need to land. So next, we're going to write an offer. So we're going to find out, how long's a home been on the market? How long has there been showings? Is it sitting stagnant, or is this something we need to jump on right away? These are a lot of things that, with our experience, we know kind of where we can land with our numbers. Take a look at all different kind of options of what we have. We actually will send you, okay, we want to put an offer in here. This is what it actually looks like. Because just because you're buying, we'll just say, a $200,000 house, unfortunately, that's not what it looks like. So we can give you an estimated cost sheet, and we do that right from our phones. We have the technology, send it right to you so you know what you're looking at before we write that offer. So we get that done, we put the offer in, and that's when the negotiating starts. Okay, so our offer was accepted. Now, what's next? Tobias, can you give a little information on that?
That is a really good question. So now this is where the networking really comes into play. And if you didn't know, after the offer gets accepted, there are dates that we have to meet certain things like inspections. Would you say on average is usually about 15 days what our inspections are?
Yeah, usually about 10 to 15 days.
Yeah. And so, when doing that, then you need to be now have inspectors come in to do any inspections you wanted to do to make sure the condition of the property meets your standards. Because, we don't want anything coming back like the furnace doesn't work
Yeah,
or
no surprises here.
a massive leak in the roof, because if those things do come up, then we can renegotiate the offer. So that's why, getting those things done and getting them done on the correct days is going to really help you. And then we also then have our side of networking with other people, such as the title company, the lenders, make sure they know what property it is, what our offer price is that was accepted, and getting those things rolling. Because if we wait after the inspections to get those started, now you got to wait until the lending and the title company gets started and rolling.
Which could definitely then affect your closing date. Nobody wants to make that any
Yeah.
longer than it already is.
Yeah. You're excited as a buyer to get into your house. So, our job is to get you in as soon as possible or when you want to get in. Oh, Delaney. We got past all the inspections. We got done with the title. Now, what is the next steps?
So for the final steps, we get the clear to close. Yay! So what that means, we'll get a closing date. On that closing day, you'll need to bring your driver's license and a certified check, however that may look, and we'll sign lots and lots of papers, and then you'll get your keys, and that is the most exciting part.
Yay! Congratulations! Okay, everyone. So that is your steps through finding your home to buying your home, how it looks, the steps in between, how we help. We have so many different people on our side that we all work as a team, and it goes so smoothly. I worked very hard over the last several years to find those people and put them in the right spots, and we're here to help you every step of the way. So that's going to conclude our Spill the Tea on first-time home buyers, or really any home buying experience. If you would like to check out or have any questions, please comment below. Thank you all.